What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of G Show. In today's episode, we're talking about Ed Reed now apparently having an issue with Shannon Sharpe. So I just happen to be logging into YouTube, seeing what's on there, and I see this clip about Ed Reed, Shannon Sharpe. And I start playing it. It's Ed Reed on social media, of course, speaking about Shannon Sharpe, going in on Shannon Sharpe. And I basically watched the video in two halves. So the first half of the video that I saw, he was basically saying he wants to go on their show. Shannon said a lot wrong about him. He wanted to go on their show. Said that Shannon had DM'd him, said they could talk on the phone, but he don't want to talk on the phone. He wants to go on Club Shay. And then he makes a comment about Shannon promoting Hennessy and saying, that's the roach drug out there. It's alcohol. And as the video's playing, I'm reading comments because I'm like, where's all this coming from? What happened? What happened? I am aware that Undisputed did a segment on his departure from the university, but at the time I hadn't watched it before I saw this current clip. So as I'm reading through the comments, someone makes mention of screenshots, and I'm thinking, no way Ed Reed did a screenshot and posted on his Instagram. So I go to his Instagram, and sure enough, he did have a post of the screenshots from Shannon Sharpe, which I have here. It's two screenshots. And basically, in here, Shannon says, "Bro, I support you. If you took any offense to anything I said, I apologize." Told him he thinks he's going to make a hell of a coach. God just didn't think that situation was right for you, and wish him all the best. Nice message. Didn't have an issue with it. Reed responds back in 3 different messages. "Nah, bruh, that's not it. God did. You said a lot wrong about me, player." Shannon replies back, "Like what?" And then he says, "Reed, let's talk. Nah, you did this on TV. Let us talk. Sit in your spot." And Shannon replies back with, "Ed, I voiced an opinion. It's not that deep. Wish you all the best, but I'm done with this." And in my opinion, Shannon handled that the right way. Shannon is a big time sports commentator now, and he also don't need no extra spoke of going back and forth with Ed Reed. Shannon already just got, in some mess from that Lakers game dealing with the Grizzly team. So, and that was just like last week. So he don't need anything extra, especially not going back and forth with someone that he, in principle, agrees with. Just no point for it. And I can just from reading the messages, I feel like Ed Reed wants to go, back and forth. So after seeing a little bit of the clip from Ed Reed reading the messages, I'm like, let me actually go watch the full Undisputed clip so I can understand where Ed is coming from. Just like I watched the full Rolling Morning clip so I can get a better understanding. Let me go watch the full Undisputed so I can understand why Ed Reed is mad. So in the Undisputed clip, Shannon just starts off by saying he's disappointed because he thought Ed was going to be going to do a really good job. He mentions that Ed is a very passionate person, that he doesn't know him well like that, and then he praised him about being the best safety of all time. He then talks about HBCUs not having funding like that. He said he wished that Reed would have went to the administration and not put it on social media. He says it's good and bad about the situation about him being released. Bad because Ed won't get the coaching job, but good because it shines light on a situation that needed light, as in about the students in the situation they're going through. He mentions that if he talked to Tom, as in Coach Sanders, Coach Prime, then he would have knew what it was like. And he mentioned some other schools and say they might be worse off than BC University. And then he says it's sad, and that if Ed would have gave it some time, he think improvements could have been made, but it can't happen overnight. And then when Skip's doing his little part of the segment, all he does is he brings up some articles, because, Skip is always starting with the facts, the articles, or whatever. So, and he speaks about, an article wrote by a top black journalist, and another journalist wrote about the situation. I think want to call it fiasco or something like that, whatever. So he's starts off with that. And, Shannon just chimed in. Basically, his stance is that Ed Reed should have went to the administration and don't air it out on social media. And then they kind of just ended with, how many players have come from HBCUs. So, in reviewing this clip, I didn't really see what Ed Reed is so mad about. And I'm also not sure what he feels Shannon is lying about. Because I agree with Shannon. And the notion of he shouldn't have aired, maybe, I agree. I'm not in agreement with the way Ed Reed did things. And then posting everything on social media doesn't make it any better. So, but as far as like the kids, like everyone's in agreement on the kids. So after watching that video and the Undisputed Clip, I go back to the Shannon Reed, the video of Reed going in on Shannon. And he says, Shannon is lying, but we believe everything he say because he has Hennessy in a black and out. I think that comment was unnecessary. Very unnecessary. And then he also mentions about Shannon yelling at Skip about that Tom Brady incident. A few weeks back when, that whole situation about when Skip told Tom Brady he was better than him, whatever. And Ed Reed mentioned about why you going back and forth in like two different positions, woo, woo, wah, wah. Another unnecessary comment, in my opinion. I didn't see what that need to be mentioned for. So, he wants to, he asked to go on Club Shay's show, but you just insulted this man about telling him that, you called him a liar, mentioned about the Hennessy and Black and Miles and stuff. Like, why? I don't know what it is trying to get here, because the way he keeps acting, it's not good. It's not good. He's just acting very emotional, irrational, and it's just not a good look all the way around. It's almost like he feels people are going against him, but a lot of people are behind him. But at the same time, we're just not in agreement with how he's handling things. And he keeps mentioning the kids. We get that, Ed. Everyone is in agreement for the kids. Everyone's on the kids' side. We all agree the administration can do better for the kids. You're not going to find anybody that's not in agreement with that. However, we do not agree. Everyone's not in agreement with how you're handling the situation and how you're posting everything on social media and handling the situation and how you're going about acting in this outburst and things of that nature. That is the issue. That is the issue. So my whole thing going is Ed Reed needs to chill, because as I was preparing for this video, I saw another clip in which he has a student on the phone, and the students and they're on live. This is on live. So I'm assuming the student was aware. Maybe he wasn't aware. I'm not sure. But the student had made mention about how some former players were there. I guess telling them not to speak with Ed Reed or whatnot. And Ed's going on like, who's there? What's their names? And, the player starts, this is a student player he's talking to, starts giving off some names. And he names, I believe it's Steve Bags, something like that. Apparently it's a former teammate of Reed. And Reed just goes off, no way. And he's like, I'm going to call you back. And he's like, no, stay on the phone. And he attempts to call Stevie Bags. And I'm just thinking, why are you putting the student in this situation? Because the guy didn't answer the phone. But what if he did answer the phone? Like, why are you putting him in this situation? Unnecessary. Just unnecessary. Why is this all on live? Why do we have to know every step of the way? So, my only thing that I have an issue with Ed is, at this point, is the way he's going about things, because they're not giving you the coaching job back, so you can just let that go. It doesn't matter that you got recruits there already. It doesn't matter, that they only want to play for you. You're not coming back. That bridge is burnt permanently. Not going to happen. And I feel at this point, the way he keeps going about things is not making it any better for him to get another coaching job anytime soon. It might be a couple years before he can get another head coaching job, just by the way he's handling this. Because my thing is, I feel like administration want to look and be like, well, if he's going about it this way, if he gets to our university and it's something he don't like, is he going to air us out like this? So that's a concern that people have to look at when they think about hiring him now. If everything's not perfect, if everything is not up to the University of Miami standard, is he gonna go off on us and air us out? So that's something that's probably going to hold a lot of schools from wanting to bring him into a head coaching position. He might get an assistant coaching position somewhere, but I think it'll be in like another couple years before someone might offer him a head coaching position, just because of how he's acting. And like I said, that Roland Martin interview did not help. And if he's gonna go trying to attack everybody that he doesn't agree with, then this is definitely not going to turn out good for him. Definitely not going to turn out good. Because, in my opinion, there's no reason for him to attack Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe didn't say anything wrong. And then in the DM, Shannon Sharpe clearly says he agrees with him. So you can't, are you mad because we're saying that you don't need to be posting on social media? Because you don't. There's no reason why everything needs to be on live. There's no reason why you need to be posting people's private DMs. There's no reason for some of the stuff that you're doing. There's no reason for certain outbursts. Like Ed Reed, I'm sure his team, I would guess his team has probably tried to talk to him, but I think Ed Reed is just not listening to him. Right now, he's very emotional. His temperament is not good right now. And his judgment is cloudy because he's thinking with emotions. And I think that's why he feels Shannon Sharpe is going against him, I guess. Because his emotions are high. So his judgment is cloudy. So he's not thinking all the way straight, I'm not sure what else. I'm not sure what else Ed Reed wants. I'm not sure what else he wants us to know. I'm not sure what else he wants to achieve with this situation, because we know the students are having issues and we know the administration needs to fix it and the public is in agreement with that. But besides that, what else do you have? I mean, we know that you don't like the administration and all that, and that you feel it's not right and you want them voted out. So I don't know if he's going to keep going on until they get voted out. Maybe that's his end goal. I'm not sure. But I just feel like it's ways he can handle things. He also needs to articulate better of what he wants us to know. Because I feel like it's maybe, I feel like it's still things he wants to tell us and he wants us to know, but he's not articulating that. And, maybe he's so frustrated he can't get it out. It's just a lot going on. It's definitely some things going on. And I would hope his team is trying to assist him, but I just think it's just at that point right now where he's not listening to his team. Because I'm sure his team has told him, don't keep posting everything on Instagram and social media and things of that nature. I would hope so by now. Someone got to tell him something. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. I'm going to be tracking as far as I'm curious to know if he's going to be trying to go with anybody else. And basically, I'm just going to be following the next step. So, if he's going to get another coaching position and what that coaching position is and, where is that? Because I'm curious. And I'm also curious to see who BC University puts in the head coach position. So, yeah. It'll definitely probably be some more updates on Ed Reed and that situation. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, later.